The APC-led administration, under the leadership of Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has once again proven to many Nigerians that they are incapable of moving Nigeria forward, and at the same time, sending a very strong message to many Nigerians that Nigeria is almost irredeemable. Why do I say so? They have simply passed this message across to Nigerians in their recent attack and propaganda on the person of Mr. Gregory Peter Obi, after the special advisor to Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu on information and strategy made a very strong allegation against Peter Obi on his Twitter handle, stating categorically that it is the supporters of Peter Obi that are planning the nationwide protest in Nigeria. In clear terms, he maintained that Peter Obi should be held accountable. But the question is, does Peter Obi have anything to do with the current nationwide protest that is being planned by many Nigerians across the 36 states of Nigeria? You will find out at the end of this video. But let me open your eyes a little bit. The APC government equally went further to convince a lot of Nigerians that indeed the almighty Reno Omokri is working for APC government, is a tool that has been planted not only to attack Peter Obi in person, but at the same time to attack the entire Igbo nation. This has been made manifest in the various malicious posts Reno has been making on daily basis. There is never a way a day will pass by without Reno Omokri making one allegation or one accusation either against Peter Obi or against Igbo as a people. Recently, even before APC government now summoned courage and came out boldly to accuse Peter Obi, Reno Omokri has already sold that narrative. That was about 5 or 6 days ago. He made a post on his Facebook and Twitter handle accusing the Igbo people of being responsible for the current nationwide protest that is currently being planned by many Nigerians. He brought IPOB into the discourse simply to make it look confusing to a lot of people. But he was indirectly attacking Peter Obi and at the same time attacking the entire Igbo people as a nation. It's quite sad. The same blame game we had in the 8 years of Muhammadu Buhari, who continuously and his sycophant continuously, blamed the previous administration of Goodluck Jonathan that they were the one that destroyed Nigeria. Eventually, 8 years went by and Buhari destroyed the country the more and more. The same blame game has continued with the administration of Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu. APC indeed has nothing to offer to Nigerians. They have no plan to move this country anywhere. The saddest part of it is that we have a president who claimed that he prepared for 30 years to be the president of Nigeria. 30 years preparation is a 30 years of pretense and a 30 years of continuous blame game and attack on the person of Peter Obi. Now, let me remind you, what do you think Peter Obi will gain from the nationwide protest that is currently being planned by many Nigerians? The same man who maintained decorum, who maintained peace when it matters most and told many Nigerians, especially his supporters, to be calm, do not protest. When 2023 presidential election was concluded, an INEC chairman sold Nigerian vote just to make one person president, Peter Obi maintained in his press conference that he is a man of peace, and he told his supporters, calm down, let's follow the due process. The question now is, if a man who is as peaceful as Peter Obi is and remained peaceful even when it mattered most, because if protest was supposed to salvage anything or to save Nigeria from anything, it would have been when it mattered most. If Nigeria had protested, maybe or maybe not, INEC would have taken back the announcement of Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the president of Nigeria. Maybe. But Peter Obi, being a peaceful man, told his supporters, no, don't do this.
Nigerians who on the 25th of February trooped out en masse as committed citizens to participate in what all of us know as called existential election, believe that a new Nigeria is possible. And I said to them that a new Nigeria is possible, and we'll work for that new Nigeria that is possible. I remain committed to that new Nigeria. I know how they'll be feeling now because of the way the elections have come and gone. I look at people like Lady Jennifer Ifede, who was stabbed but insisted on voting. And that gives me courage to believe that a new Nigeria is indeed possible. And there's so many other Nigerians. The election that we just witnessed have been conducted and results announced as programmed. It is a clear vision from electoral rules and guidelines as we were promised. This election, as you know, did not meet the minimum standard expected of a free, transparent, credible, fair election. It will go down as one of the most controversial elections ever conducted in Nigeria. The good and hard-working people of Nigeria have again been robbed by our supposed leaders whom they trusted. However, let me humbly and most respectfully appeal to all Nigerians to remain peaceful, law-abiding, and conduct themselves in most responsible manner. Please be assured that Daddy and I, and indeed all of us, this is not the end, but the beginning of the journey for a birth of new Nigeria. The process through which people come into office is far more fundamental, more important than what they do thereafter. It is my belief, and I've maintained so consistently, that if you must answer His Excellency, the process through which you arrive to office must be excellent.
In fact, Peter Obi has maintained almost in all the press conferences how peaceful he is, or he was, or he has been. In fact, in some cases, he told his supporters that him being able to contest for president of Nigeria was simply the grace of God.
It's not by our power. He is the one who grants us the grace. So we must live for that grace. So we don't abuse it. That's why if I have opportunity to serve, I serve the people and don't steal their money, because it's by His grace. It wasn't by my power. The reason why people are here and are looking at me, by His grace. Yeah. If He takes it away, you won't be here.
His countenance, his body language, and everything Peter Obi does will tell you that Peter Obi is not a man of anarchy and not a man of violence. But what is APC doing? APC government is on daily basis victimizing the person of Peter Obi. I give you an example. During the presidential election, we remember Jennifer, the same Bayo Ononoga who is now attacking and accusing Peter Obi of being responsible for the protest, was the man who told the Igbo people to go back to their state from Lagos State. He was the man who made a comment telling the Igbo people that this would be their last time of interfering with elections in Lagos State. The same Lagos State that Tinubu was defeated, his claimed hometown where Peter Obi defeated him. What did Tinubu do? What did Bayo Ononoga do? Jennifer that was stabbed. Many people lost their lives. Many were victimized, but they never said anything. The level of hypocrisy you find leaders in this part of the world, Africa, is crazy. And that was why the same Tinubu jumped in to condemn the attack on Donald Trump, saying that it is distasteful and beyond the pale of democracy and beyond the pale of democracy norm, that there is no violence in democracy. Really? Are you serious, Mr. President? There is no place for violence in democracy. And yet your supporters bullied, victimized, chased people away out of Lagos. Some people even lost their lives, and you never made any single comment all through the electioneering time. Today, you are president, and you think it is normal to pick up a speech and deliver, all in the name of condemning an attack. That is the level of rascality we have in Nigeria. Up to today, nothing happened to Bayo Ononoga, even with all the vile words he used against the Igbo nation. In fact, at some point, Rufai Oseni of Arise Television demanded that Bayo Ononoga must apologize to the Igbo people. But it never happened. Again, they have turned around to continuously blame the man Peter Obi. What a nation. It is now obvious that after 4 years, or whichever number of years Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu want to be the president of Nigeria, that Nigeria is still going back the ball to Egypt. It is quite sad that many Nigerians have very short memory. So many Nigerians are uneducated. Even among the educated persons, among the elites, we have people who thrive on ethnic bigotry and religious bigotry. That is why it is becoming almost impossible to redeem this country, Nigeria. The same Peter Obi observed moments of silence for people who lost their lives during the presidential election. But did it happen with any of the ruling class, APC government? It never happened. Because the lives of those people does not matter, and it will never matter. And that is exactly what is happening today. Instead of them delivering the dividends of democracy to Nigeria, they are going about on a daily basis blaming Peter Obi, hiring people on the internet to become their media warriors, just like Reno Mokri is doing. All they do is continuously to attack Peter Obi. Whatever that happens, they will tell you that it is Peter Obi. From the beginning of this administration, they already accused Peter Obi that he is the one telling his supporters not to invest in Nigeria, not to bring investment in Nigeria. It's just like you saying that Joe Biden is the one responsible for why Americans are not investing in their land. That is an ironical statement, because every Americans want to invest in their country, because they have a functional political leadership. You cannot continue to make anti-people's policy, continue to make policy that will destroy the economy the more, and you expect people to bring their hard-earned money into your country. Every investor is investing for one reason, for money making, to make more money. It is very simple. But they turn around and started blaming Peter Obi, that Peter Obi is the one telling Nigerians not to bring investment into Nigeria. How are the mighty fallen? People you once respected turned around to prove you wrong, that they were actually deceiving you from the beginning. I sincerely hope that Nigerians will wake up from their slumber and do what is necessary to take back their country. Otherwise, there is nothing like light at the end of the tunnel. The tunnel is dark, heavy, bleeding, and with a lot of confusion. Do not forget to drop your opinion in the comment section and share this video. My another person, Siam. God bless you.